Good morning. I'm Dr. Jennifer Boardman, Associate Dean of Graduate Education. I'm honored to welcome you today to our virtual commencement ceremony and very proud of all of our graduates. Thank you to all the loved ones and family members who have joined us to celebrate this group of talented students. I would ask everyone to please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, students, for that beautiful rendition. Now, please help me to welcome Dr. Julie Byerly, who will address our class of 2022. Dr. Byerly has been president and dean at Geisinger College of Health Sciences since January 1, 2022, and also serves as Geisinger's chief academic officer. As president and dean, she provides the leadership that fosters excellence, innovation, and focus on learners, patients, and promotion of health. As Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Byerly oversees the educational experience for learners throughout Geisinger, including undergraduate and graduate medical education, nursing, pharmacy, advanced practitioners, and other health professions. She is responsible for overseeing Geisinger's world-renowned research environment, responsible for groundbreaking medical advancements like the MyCode Precision Health Initiative. Geisinger's research expertise spans precision health, genomics, informatics, data science, and participation in hundreds of clinical trials annually. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Byerly.
Thank you, Dr. Boardman. It's my great pleasure to be with you today. I'm Julie Byerly, President and Dean of Geisinger College of Health Sciences. And on behalf of our faculty and staff, I want to say congratulations. We are proud of you. We're proud of your hard work, your dedicated study, your focus. You have pushed yourselves, learned, and grown. Reflect for a minute with pride on your hard work and all you have accomplished. We celebrate that today. Certainly, since the pandemic, we've come to appreciate the power of the screen. Without the ability to gather virtually with our faculty and with each other, none of you would be here collecting a diploma today. Modalities like that have enabled education to continue through a pandemic. They've helped workplace teams stay connected and cohesive. They've even brought medical care right into the living rooms of people unable to travel to a doctor because of distance or fragility. Our pandemic experience of virtual has demonstrated remote connections are invaluable and here to stay. Still, as members of the healthcare teams of the future, your calling is the care of real people. I know you have been well prepared here, especially in professional identity formation, to appreciate how fundamental the ability to understand and connect with real people is to science and medicine. Let this diploma usher you into the authentic reality of a life of science and service, whether it be in the lab, a clinic, or at a desk. A life of science and service is endlessly meaningful. Your Geisinger degree is meant to take you to authentically exciting and rewarding places in science and service. Congratulations on earning it, and best wishes as you embrace your future.
Thank you, Dr. Byerly. At this time, Dr. Michael Sulzinski will join us as we honor our first generation to college students. Dr. Sulzinski is a professor of microbiology and immunology and a first-generation student himself. Welcome, Dr. Sulzinski.
Congratulations to our new graduates, and most especially to our first generation to college students. You have much to be proud of. You are trailblazers. You have gone where none in your past generations have gone before you. You are risk takers. You have been challenged in a way that you could not have imagined, and you made it. I understand what it means to be a first generation to college student. Like you, I had opportunities and challenges to face. My dad and his dad were both coal miners right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. My parents sacrificed for me so I could have opportunities that they could not have had. My dad used to promise me that when I was small that I could go to college if I wanted to, and he always worked 2 jobs to make sure I had what I needed. I am sure that your experiences are similar to mine. When I got to college, I felt overwhelmed and questioned whether I could actually do it. I thought I was an imposter, that I was not good enough, that I did not belong in the campus environment. First-generation students often feel confusion about how to navigate the system, how to discover resources available to them, such as financial aid, advising, and counseling. First-generation students often feel anxiety about letting their family and friends down, anxiety about social inclusion and how to pay their bills. I had the pleasure to get to know many of you in my MBS immunology class. It's an honor for me to share a few thoughts as you wind down your final days with us. There are deep emotions swirling through your mind as you prepare to embark on your next venture. I always get a sense that new graduates, the excitement brings with it a troublesome question, hidden so deep inside and never dared to be spoken out loud. Will everything be okay? You have a plan, and you are poised to carry it out. Do so with the same determination that you had when you started your venture. As you do, be open to changes and adjustments in your plan. It's my hope for you that you will find the career that will give you joy and personal and professional satisfaction. Maybe you already defined that plan for yourself. Maybe you're still struggling, but you will. Give it time. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to your family and friends. Indeed, be grateful to every single one of them who stood by you in your journey. And please know that your faculty and staff care about you, each and every one of you. And while, as first-generation students, you may still have those persistent, deep, unspoken tinges of doubt, we have full confidence in you. Yes, my dear graduates, as a first-generation student myself, I can assure you everything will be okay. We will now honor our first generation to college graduates.
Abimbola Akinyi, Jocelyn Alvarez Beza, Sandibel Anorga, Michelle Chen, Brianna Dervin, Hannah Dickens, Alexa Diani, Johannes Giso, Courtney Hatton, Sarai Hughes. Marina Correas. Nicole Latka. Daniel Marcinkavage. Nala McKee. Janet Nguyen. Kenny Nguyen. Sarah Omoyugbo. Lauren Pringle. Sandra Rutkowski. Karsha Smith Manga. Ivy Sue. Akeem Williams.
Thank you, Dr. Solzinski. Now it is my honor to announce the recipients of the Class of 2022 MBS Student Leadership Awards. The Excellence in Leadership Award is presented to Hannah Dickens. When we think of leadership, we think of qualities such as motivating others, being a good role model, and resiliency. This certainly describes Hannah. Hannah takes the initiative and creates a platform for students to communicate with one another and uplift each other. The next award, the Professional Performance Award, goes to Aquasia Ramsey. The award recognizes a student who demonstrates utmost respect for classmates, faculty, and staff. The award winner is a solution seeker, takes the initiative, maintains proper and effective communication, and consistently acts with integrity when challenges arise. Her classmates say Aquasia cheers up a Zoom meeting and makes a live lecture a little livelier with her positive attitude. Her peers rely upon her, and faculty find her engaged and supportive of her fellow students. She consistently contributes to a positive learning environment. Our next award and Service to Class Award goes to Bria Thomas. The Service to Class Award is presented to a student who has worked hard to plan events for the class, serve as a mentor to peers, and created new initiatives to share with the community in future classes. The student truly appreciates the purpose and value of giving back and living the school's mission of service. Her classmates say that Bria consistently finds ways to help fellow students in any way she can. One of her most appreciated efforts was the session she organized to practice problems before a quiz or exam to ensure everyone understood the material and could succeed together. Finally, the Service to Community Award goes to Sandra Rotowski. The award is presented to the student who goes above and beyond to serve both Geisinger Commonwealth School of Medicine and the community. These recipients have organized special events, volunteered, and participated in valuable community outreach and service. From COVID-19 free vaccination clinics to the hypertension barbershop initiative to helping set up knitting for the NICU event, Sandra has demonstrated her passion to give back to her community. Sandra continuously showed her commitment to a service by volunteering and is well deserving of her award. Congratulations, MBS Class of 2022 Student Leadership Award recipients. Now it is my pleasure to ask our Alumni Director, Chris Bullen, to introduce our alumni speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Schanauer. I am pleased to introduce our alumni speaker, John Brandon Mulholland. Dr. Mulholland is presently an internal medicine resident at Milton S. Hershey Medical Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. He's a 2020 MD graduate of GCSOM and a 2015 graduate of our MBS program. As a GCSOM student, Dr. Mulholland was involved in research and volunteering in addition to his studies. He was also a leader in the school's American Sign Language Club and acted as a liaison between the Scranton School of the Deaf and GCSOM. He was also president of the Colleges Against Cancer Club and vice president of the GCSOM Basketball Club, in addition to serving as a peer mentor tutor, and student ambassador. He continues to volunteer for the Brain Injury Association of Virginia in Chesapeake. He has been awarded Milton S. Hershey's Internal Medicine House Staff Excellence Award and is a member of the Alpha Epsilon Lambda Graduate Student Honor Society. He has authored numerous peer-reviewed papers and has presented at several conferences. He has just learned that he will be going to Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia, for a fellowship training in pulmonary and critical care. We are proud to call Dr. Mulholland our alumnus. Please welcome John Brandon Mulholland.
Thank you, Mr. Boland, for that introduction, and thank you to everyone here for inviting me to speak. It's truly an honor, and I'm so excited to be able to share this day of your celebration. When asked originally to speak to you all today, the first thing that came out of my mouth while speaking to Dr. Boardman was, "You really don't want that. I'm not much of a speaker." I guess we will all sit here and decide today whether or not I was correct. The next thing I did was obviously call my mom because I was excited and wanted to share the news. And then finally I sat down and tried to reflect on my time at Geisinger and how different my life would be without it. During my senior year of college, I had to transfer schools and move to Pennsylvania from Virginia because my grandfather had been diagnosed with a terminal cancer. A decision my family took easily, but set me back in losing multiple credits, and my attention was then split between my academics and my family, which unfortunately led to some shortcomings that could have ultimately ended my pursuit in becoming a doctor. When he passed, I remember sitting down and reflecting on where I was, who I was, and where I wanted to be. That spring, I took 2 classes while working a full-time job, understanding that this was the first step to a much longer journey ahead. Meanwhile, I was also beginning my search for what I wanted to do in the future and how I was going to get there. And that's when I stumbled across our program here at Geisinger. I remember reading about it for the first time and can still feel the excitement of knowing that this was the place I needed to go. After submitting the application, I believe I called every single day. In reflection, maybe that could have hurt me more than it helped, but I needed to know I gave it my best shot. And it worked. This program, our program, gave me a shot. They believed in me, much like they believed in all of you. That belief continued throughout my year and has continued into my professional life, with mentors I have met there continuing to be pillars in both my professional and academic life. This is why, and I am sure you all now know as graduates of this program, can see why it is so special. Regardless of where you are in life or the destination you will choose, what the real core curriculum here at Geisinger is to inspire. With each task asked of you, each assignment submitted, every article read, and every problem mastered, the real goal was to challenge and to inspire you to become the best versions of yourselves. And I was told once that there's no good speech without a quote. So John F. Kennedy once said, "Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly." And now sitting here, the collective we, including your colleagues, teachers, friends, parents, and other loved ones, are inspired by your achievements. But your job is not done, because within our field, we are always both mentors and students. So if that, my challenge to you all today is to continue to inspire those around you. Continue the pursuit of your dreams, which led you to this amazing program. And while you're doing so, be the leaders that we all know you are, and give those same challenges and motivations to those who will follow in your footsteps. I am again very humbled and honored to have been able to speak with you all here today, and I, as so many others, cannot wait to see what next great accomplishment you have in store for all of us.
Thank you, John Brandon. Please help me welcome Dr. Nelson Shofaluka back to GCSOM. Dr. Shofaluka is presently a neurosurgery resident at Geisinger. We are proud to call him both an MBS and an MD alumnus. While here at GCSOM, Dr. Shofaluka was active in student life and raised funds for autism. He also had an unusual MD classmate learning alongside of him, longtime school supporter Dr. Gino Mori, who attended medical school for the second time at the age of 83. The experience taught Dr. Shofaluka a lesson that is especially important for a neurosurgeon: the benefits of being a lifelong learner. It's a lesson he applies today as he nears completion of his residency and prepares to embark on a career that was sparked by a deep fascination with the brain and the ways surgery can revive lost functionality. When I chose medicine, I was choosing to do all of the things I loved most, solving problems, thinking critically, and being a detective, he said. As a resident, he has authored numerous peer-reviewed articles appearing in instructional videos for the Congress of Neurological Surgeons and is a two-time winner of Geisinger's Henry Hood Research Award. He's a member of the Congress of Neurological Surgeons, the American Association of Neurological Surgeons, and the Pennsylvania Neurosurgical Society. Welcome, Dr. Shofaluka.
To the leadership, faculty, and most importantly, the students of Geisinger Commonwealth School of Medicine, I want to extend my deepest gratitude for the opportunity to speak with you all today. My name is Nelson Shofaluka, and I'm a resident within the Department of Neurosurgery at Geisinger. I'm a graduate of the MBS program in 2013 when the school was still called TCMC. I'm a graduate of the MD program in 2017 when the school made its transition to GCSON. I'm so proud of you all today because you all made a commitment to your dreams. A famous quote states, "Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." Your graduation today represents the start of your dreams, but your consistency will make them a reality. You may have dreams of becoming a neurosurgeon, just like I did, which I think is pretty cool. You may have dreams of becoming a pediatric dentist, a radiologist, or a biomedical engineer. Nonetheless, if you identify yourself as what you dream to be, you will make gains each day towards that identity. Those gains don't have to be huge though. Small atomic gains are just fine as well. However, those gains on a consistent basis become your habits, and your outcomes are just a lagging measure of your habits. I'm very excited to see how your habits help shape your future identities. I encourage you to stay consistent. Remember, you are what you repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence ought to be a habit and not an act. Consistency is not easy though, but I encourage you to work with others to keep and hold yourselves accountable. I know that many of you have made new lifelong friends during this short year because I remember doing the exact same. I worked with superstar students during my time in the MBS program. Students like Sato, or Jessica, who's now a surgeon in Georgetown, Alicia, Lewis, now a radiologist in Chicago, Aditya, Caitlin, who actually completed an OBGYN residency at Geisinger and is now an attending, Dom, and many, many other students that I worked with. We all fed off each other and kept each other consistent. During my medical school years, Dr. Gino Mori was a retired surgeon in the area, but he audited medical school classes with me. So he was working together as my classmate, but even more so as a mentor, keeping me consistent. Dr. Gerald Tracy, as great as he is, took the time to introduce me to a local neurosurgeon so I could have additional mentorship and keep me on the right path towards my goals today. So I'll remind you, you'll look back at all these moments with your friends and your colleagues and you'll remember your commitment, remember your consistency, and see how those habits brought you closer to your identity and closer to your dreams. Again, congratulations to all of you on this wonderful achievement, and thank you for the opportunity to speak with you all.
Thank you, Dr. Shofaluka. It is now my distinct honor to present the graduates. Dr. Byerly, I have the privilege of presenting the recipients of the degree, Master of Biomedical Sciences. These individuals have satisfied the requirements established by the faculty and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Directors. During this portion of our ceremony, as our graduates are being hooded, student photos will appear as their names are read. Before we begin calling out our graduates' names, I want to offer my most sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2022. Our faculty and staff join me in saying, well done. Your achievements are amazing, and every student present here today is more than deserving of their new diploma.
Yash Adroja, Abimbola Akiniyi, Jihan Almohesib, Jocelyn Alvarez Beza, Sandibel Anorga, Spencer Blank, Michelle Chen, Sage Creamer, Brianna Dervin, Hannah Dickens, Alexa Diani, Alexis Force, Johannes Giso, Malvika Gupta, Josephine Hannah, Juliana Hannah, Courtney Patton, Sarai Hughes, Emily Hunsinger, Raven Jones, Marina Correas, Anna Cleopolis, Nicole Latka, Christine Lima, Bailey Mahoney, Douglas Malice, Daniel Marcinkavage, Nala McKee, Chase Minnick, Janet Nguyen, Kenny Nguyen, Nadine Albaid, Sarah Omoyugbo, Lauren Pringle, Aquasia Ramsey, Sandra Rudkowski, Sarah Schulman, Daniel Siak, Cindy Shihato, Austin Shishin, Karsha Smith Manga, Ivy Sue, Santia Thermosier, Bria Thomas, Manisha Thomas, Sarah Trent, William Urquhart, Lysine Varghese, Alexandra Weir, Sydney Williams, Akeem Williams, John Yu, Nicholas Zack,
As president of Geisinger College of Health Sciences, upon recommendation of the faculty and on behalf of the Board of Directors, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Master of Biomedical Sciences, granting all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. Congratulations. I now turn the proceedings back over to Dr. Boardman.
Thank you, Dr. Byerly, and congratulations, graduates. As we conclude, I ask Dr. Shanauer to close with a few words.
I would like to add my congratulations to all the preceding speakers. Well done, class of 2022. You have completed a rigorous program mirroring the first image of a medical school, and you've succeeded. From your core courses to the electives you chose, you are well prepared for a career in the health sciences, research, academia, or any field you choose to pursue. I am proud of all of you and wish you success and happiness in the future. Congratulations. Now, to conclude our ceremonies, please enjoy a slideshow of the wonderful curricular and co-curricular activities and moments shared among the MBS class of 2022.